How one stock can strengthen your whole portfolio. Most people think the only way to grow your portfolio is to keep adding cash. But what if one strong stock could power up the rest of your holdings without you putting in another extra single dollar? That's exactly what happened this week. Home Depot hit my $100 pruning stage twice. That's $200 of profit pruned straight off the top. And in my system, every prune is automatic. $100 goes straight to the bottom. No questions, no hesitation. This time, Eli Lilly and Armour Residential REIT were at the bottom. So Home Depot strengthened, which was strong in retail, powered up a healthcare sector and my real estate sector. That's the cycle at work. Now let me explain why this matters. When I prune, I'm not just catching profit. I'm boosting my overall growth percentage. My portfolio right now is sitting at around 19%. Earlier this year in April, when everybody dropped, it dropped down to about right around 10. But my consistent pruning at $100 and planting that money back at the bottom, the system pulled it back. Kept climbing. It's not luck. It's the rhythm of the system that we developed. Think of it like water overflowing. When the bucket at the top fills up, it spills down into the empty ones at the bottom. And over time, those bottom buckets rise too, until they overflow and feed the cycle again. That's how one stock at the top can lift up your whole portfolio. And I've seen it happen again and again. Apple's taken its turn at the top, giving me prunes that flowed into Procter & Gamble and Ford for the longest time, when Ford sat at the bottom dead. Until it didn't. When it finally ran, those prunes funded the bottom too. Even Eli Lilly, which was down over $300 at one point, is climbing again. When it reaches the top, I'll prune off its profits and get it sent right back into the next struggler. Think of a Ferris wheel. We get on at the bottom and we go all the way around slowly and slowly and slowly. Eventually we're at the very top and then we start coming back down again. But it's a Ferris wheel. It's a nice big circle. And that's the emotion. That takes all the emotion out of the system. There's no stress. There's no guesswork. There's no what do I do now. The decision making was already done when I picked my 35 stocks to put in this. The discipline is simple. $100 prune goes straight to the bottom. I don't have to think about it. When I look at my 35 portfolio, if somebody has $100 profit, it's gone, goes to the bottom 35. Simple, don't think. I don't got to ask where should I put it. I don't got to go looking for the latest fancy stuff. It goes right to the bottom. Whether it happens once in a week or 3 times in a day, the move is the same. I don't think about it. So let me give you something practical. If you're building your own system, don't worry about guessing which stock will win next. Build your base of solid dividend-paying companies you trust in for the long haul. Then create your rule. Mine's simple. Mine's $100 goes to the bottom. When you see a profit hit your trigger, whatever your trigger is, prune it, plan it, let the cycle keep working. I'm experimenting on some other things that aren't dividend stocks, which I'm learning some things about, and maybe in a year or two I'll start sharing that. But it's an interesting thing, but I have very little in it now because I'm just experimenting, watching it, and trying to pick some tricks up. So my prune stage in that is $5. If one of those guys hit $5, I'm pruning it and putting it somewhere else. I don't have a lot in it. I don't have, considered some of you probably don't have a lot in this one either, but I got enough in it to where $100 is feasible at this time. Probably by the end of the year or the big middle or so next year, I may bump it up to 150, 200 because the totality of the investment will get up there to where it's worth holding, but I may not. I may leave it at $100. I'm comfortable with it. I'm doing well with that target. Here's the best part. You don't need extra money every time to grow your portfolio. This week, one strong stock in retail fed two other sectors, healthcare and real estate. That's the system creating balance across industries without me spending anything new out of my pocket. Every payday I do put more into it, but I use the same philosophy. I've got extra money that I'm putting in, I put it at the bottom. I split it up to whatever I have, put it at the bottom. When I prune, it goes to the bottom. I don't got to think about it. So whether it's Home Depot this week, Apple next week, or Walmart or Procter & Gamble or Ford in the months ahead, the rule stays the same. I prune at 100, and that prune automatically fuels the stock at the bottom. Over time, it compounds. Over time, it builds strength. That's the power of this system. One winner doesn't just win alone. One winner empowers the entire team. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy sharing what's working for him in real time so you can catch the process, take what fits, and build your own system. See you next time.